morning, still in Grand Lake. So here's a lowdown of what's going on. So I'm supposed to get my new AirPad today in the mail. So as soon as I get that, I'm going to head out. There's still a good amount of snow ahead, and remember, like, my snowshoe's broken. So yes, I could handle it. But the next two trail towns are typically Steamboat Springs and then Encampment. So I could go to Steamboat Springs, but it's on the other side of the mountain range. After Steamboat Springs, it goes back up onto the mountain, and then it follows the mountain ridge, and then eventually it gets back off on the east side to go to Encampment. Well, that mountain ridge side it's following, the passes still have over 6 feet of snow. Like, last I checked, it was like 79 inches of snow. I'm sure it's gone down a little bit, but that is way more snow than I'm comfortable with. Like, no. For me, no. So instead of trying to, like, get to Steamboat Springs and then trying to figure out how to get to the roads back and forth around over this mountain that's covered in that much snow, I'm just going to cut diagonally to Encampment and skip Steamboat Springs. So yeah, that is the plan. Okay, waiting for my package. It says it's supposed to be here by 6 p.m. The post office closes at 4 p.m. And it is on its way, but it's on its way from Denver, which is 3 hours away. So I really hope my package gets here, because I can't stay here any longer. Like, I've gotta keep moving today. And so, sitting, trying to be patient, looking through like Facebook, and I'm starting to see posts of people who are like north of here going southbound to the areas like, I don't feel comfortable through that snow. And their comments are like, yeah, it's totally doable, see? And like, great, make me feel dumb. And now I see Colorado has put out a special alert. Like, unusually warm conditions are causing dangerous avalanche conditions. And there have been several large ones going on, so they advise to stay out of the high country, especially on steep terrain. So I don't feel so bad that I'm road walking now, because the alert is for the next few days. So glad I'm going this way. All right, update. My package with my sleeping pad still hasn't arrived. Like, they've had their last truck for the day and it has not arrived. Yeah, I can't really stay with the trail until another day. I do need to keep walking. So I've gone to a used gear shop, and I found a really cheap children's sleeping pad. I really hope there's no holes in it. Don't fully trust it, but I'll find out tonight. So I'm going to at least start walking. I was hoping to do 11 miles today, but now I'm just hoping for 5, and there's plenty of time for that 5. There's a campground, and then if my package is here in the morning, I'll just, I've already had a lady that's offered me a ride back to, like, she's willing to give me a ride back to town if it's not here in the morning. And I'm just gonna keep walking, and I'll have them pounce it to Encampment. Can't do to my next town because it'll be on the weekend, and so they won't be open, but we'll see how this sleeping pad goes tonight. So I headed on down to the campground. Alright, I stopped early, only did 5 miles today, and I was feeling really disappointed. Like, here's my campsite. Can you see the moose right behind? A little hard to see through the trees, but there are 2 moose right behind my campsite. The next day I headed out, still hoping the post office would call me, but they never did. Humongous nests. Look at the 2 of them. So I mentally prepared myself for a long, boring road walk. What should I do to make this more interesting? Should I make a music video? There goes my route! Anyone else grow up watching the cartoons of like Chip and Dale running around on little toy train tracks? Where'd it go? Come back. So much burnt. Alright, update on my sleeping mat problem. So tried out the used one last night. I think there's a hole in it. I mean, it was better than nothing. But, you know, I woke up multiple times in pain. It was like, my hips! Okay, roll around. So, kept walking this morning, but I know it's going to be close to the highway. Like, if I need, no lady that I can call and give me a ride back to town real quick to take me to the post office. And it's like, waiting, no call. Finally, it's like, okay, this is my farthest point. You know, they haven't called me, so let me call them. You know, I'll double check. You know, if they definitely don't have it still, then I will ask them. You can bump the package forward. Like, okay, they will send it forward, and they did offer to do that. So tried calling, and it just rang and never picked up. So I asked Michael to call them the other day. And I've called them again, and now it's either, it sounds like it'll pick up, but then it's all just like fuzzy static, can't hear anything, like there's not even a voice. It sounds like someone's back pocket answered the phone. And if you hang up and call again, then all you get is the busy signal. And so that is just happening over and over again. Now they're closed for the weekend. And when I look online for the tracking, it still says it departed Denver yesterday morning. And that's it. It's like, okay, I don't even know if it made it to Grand Lake. It may not be there. And now they're closed for the weekend. So I guess I can try and ask them on Monday to bump it forward. But even if I do that, I'll probably be to Encampment before it is. And I'll be in the same situation again. So I might have to bump it to the next town. In the meantime, I'm on a miserable mat. Yay. Sometimes I look around in this post-apocalyptic world and wonder, will I ever see another human being again? Ever since the asteroid hit the Earth, I've had to scrounge for whatever food I can find. I have to watch out for the giant sandworms. And every night I contemplate why I keep on going. But there's still beauty on this world, despite the giant storms that have settled in since the apocalypse. 2, 3, 4. Not nearly as loud as the last one. Okay, I've made it mostly along this county road. Tomorrow I'm going to turn off onto the highway. I think it's a highway. At least it's not like a US highway, but 125, and start heading on up to Encampment. I think it's like 80 something miles. Yay! So tonight I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Tonight, I'm gonna sleep with some avocados. I figured, I always, try to bear-proof my food, but they say, bag anything with a scent. They really don't have a scent. They don't smell. And it's gonna be colder tonight. And if it's cold, then it'll be like refrigerating them and they're not fully ripened. And if they get too cold, then they'll never ripen. And I've had that in the past. It was like, great, I got to carry an avocado for 5 days until I got to throw it away because it got too cold. So, wish me luck. It's hard to catch them, but there's just so many hummingbirds in northern Colorado that have gone with that high pitched bzzz. That was hummingbirds. There's one. Hold still. Alright, just turned off the beautiful dirt county road onto the state highway. Only like 80 something miles to Encampment. And only 30 something miles to, not Rand, whatever it is. The grass may be green, but all the trees are blackened and burnt. And from what? From the dragon that is sleeping ahead. There's the dragon's back. It's just really cool rock formation. And then look at those clouds behind the rock. Yeah. This is why I like hiking with an umbrella. Thank you, post office, for losing it. I'm getting pelted. Ugh. Most of it's passing off of the pack and stuff, but some of them hurt. Starting to lose my tree cover. Then, behind me. Going,